Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to give you a review on Rebellion OS that's unofficially available for Redmi Y2. So going to the about phone section of this device, in here as you can see the Android version is 10 and Rebellion OS version is 1.9. Scrolling down you can also see that security patch is June 5th and kernel version is 4.9. Now going back, speaking about base functionalities like calling, mobile data, Wi-Fi and hotspot, everything are working fine. So let us try and connect a call. As you can see, the call has just connected. Now scrolling back to the settings, going to the Rebellion Hub, here you get exclusive features of this ROM. Going to status bar, in here you get the option to enable or disable icons that you want to see on the status bar. Now scrolling down, you can also display 4G icon in signal icon instead of LTE. You can also change VoLTE icon according to your preference. Now scrolling down, you can enable battery bar. So if you enable it, it looks something like this. This represents the battery. You can also customize it according to your requirement with the settings provided here. Now going back, speaking about battery styles, in here you can change battery styles. You get the option circle dotted, circle filled, circle or icon portrait. You can change it according to your preference. Now scrolling down, you also get the option to adjust brightness by sliding across the status bar. You can enable it or disable it according to your requirement. Now going to themes and UI, you get the general features like device background theme, headline body font, icon shape, also the status bar icons. Now scrolling down, you also get to adjust gradient. I don't like gradients, so I have just set it for default. Now scrolling down, you also get to set the header image. Going to header image, if you set it to static and choose an image, you can choose any image with your preference. I have chose this. This header image looks something like this. The one hand use is quite good and okayish. If you want one hand use, I would suggest you use Ancient OS. Now going back, going to quick settings, here you can enable smart pull down. Now scrolling down, you get all the general features that's provided in other ROMs as well. Now going to buttons, you get the option to use volume rockers as music control. So if you long press volume rockers, they change the track. Now going back, going to gestures, in here you get all the general system navigation gesture and all. Now coming down, now going to navigation, in here you can invert layout or you can also change the layout. Now going to power menu, here you can customize power menu according to your requirement. You can also add background filters which you had seen in Corvus OS. Now scrolling down, you get the general options to enable like reboot, advanced reboot, lockdown, screen flash and flashlight. Now going back, going to lock screen, in here you get the option to double tap on the screen to sleep, lock screen charging info, disable quick settings when locked, hide status bar and many other options. Now going to ambient display, in here you get to enable battery level in ambient display. You also get to enable always on and many other ambient display related options. Now going back, now going to notifications, in here you don't get any interesting feature. Now going to animation, in here you get the option for changing power menu animation. For example, now my power menu animation looks something like this. So if I change it to any other of them, so as you can see it has slightly changed. So if I change it more, like rotate, so it looks something like this. So scrolling down, These features are just for developer options. Now going to battery saving, you get general battery saving that's provided by Android 10. Going to system, in here you don't find any interesting option. Now going to miscellaneous, you get the option to change volume panel position and also the screen out time. Now going back, now going to security, here still you don't get any option of face unlock. Now going to battery, speaking about battery backup, you get a good battery backup considering that it's a 3000 mAh battery. Even the performance on this device is on par and it's literally fluid. So if you want to install this ROM, download ROM file that's a zip and also a zip file for GApps. Now once you have downloaded both the zips, reboot to recovery. So once you are in your recovery, go to wipe, advanced wipe, and here select Dalvik cache system and data. Now select these partitions and wipe. Now come back and make sure you flash the file that you downloaded. Going to flash, select the file that you downloaded. The file name should be Rebellion OS version 1.9 Star Wars Edition. Now flash this file and come back. Navigate to GApps file that you downloaded. It should say Open GApps. Now once you have flashed this file, come back and reboot. You will be rebooted into Rebellion OS. So if you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, do like, share and subscribe for more updates.